that our membership figures stood at 769,800.
Greetings to the retail investor community. I sincerely appreciate you having to press that view button and taking a chance on the Retail Investor essay. In this show, we seek to provide retail investors, beginner investors, with the tips and the tales, not the fairy tales, that can ensure them a better advantage in terms of having to invest and also gain on their investments. So what I mean is, for instance, if there's gonna be a company that's about to be listed on the stock exchange, you are likely to hear that first from the retail investor. If, for instance, there is going to be, let's say, one company is about to sell another company or is about to buy another company, you are likely to hear that first from the retail investor. Obviously, you're going to ask, what about the big news companies? You're just starting up channel. Obviously, those are the big news companies are much more powerful than us. However, because certain information is being gatekept until the right time, those big companies may publish them at the right time, which they think it's the right time. So with the right times, every time the information becomes available, so to ensure that you have an edge over those who are considered the experts in the field. Okay, in 2025, Transactional Capital or Transaction Capital decided to unbundle WeBuyCars from as a subsidiary. In other words, Transaction Capital, which owned WeBuyCars, decided to have WeBuyCars listed on the JSE. So what does that mean for the current or the shareholders of Transaction Capital at the time of the listing? It meant that if you're a shareholder of Transaction Capital, you're going to own, let's say, 0.3, 0.5 of WeBuyCars once it gets listed. So for every share that you own of Transaction Capital, you're going to own 0, something shares of WeBuyCars. And this means those shares are coming for free just because we're owning Transaction Capital. So those who had invested in Transactional Capital had benefited hugely with WeBuyCars for free because WeBuyCars had appreciated more than 100% in the years that it's been listed currently. So unbundlings and spin-offs are one of the ways to make huge capital progress and huge profits in terms of buying shares. And there's another opportunity like that as well. FedEx, which is the courier delivery company based on the United States, is planning to unbundle one of its subsidiaries, which is FedEx Freight. And I'm not going to make this video long, but I just wanted to be aware that that transaction is expected to be completed on the 1st of June. So the company hasn't yet outlined the pro rata basis or the share sharing basis. For instance, if you own certain FedEx shares, how much you're going to receive for the FedEx Freight shares, which is also going to be listed likely on the New York Stock Exchange. And you will how the shareholders are going to be benefiting. As I've said, I'm not going to make it long, so just be aware of that about to happen, because closer to that date, or once the company publishes the information on how shareholders will benefit, the share price will rise. Okay, thank you.